In this video, we're going to review the Ultimate Ghostface action figure from NECA. Welcome to the Swearwolves Horror Podcast YouTube channel. I'm Brett. If you're a returning subscriber, I just want to thank you for coming back. And if you're new to this channel, I want to thank you for stopping by. Please consider clicking both that subscribe button as well as that notification bell below. We upload videos on a regular basis in which we review anything and everything horror, from action figures and toys to soundtracks, various collectibles, video games, you name it. Today, I'm very excited to be reviewing this Ultimate Ghostface action figure from NECA. Now, NECA did come out with an 8-inch Ghostface figure earlier in 2020, which I reviewed right here. But I am a big fan of the Ultimate line of figures, so I was really excited to have this figure come out, and they announced it way early in 2020. So to finally get it, got it as a Christmas present from my son. Very excited to open it up, take a look at it, and give it a review. Just looking at the cover here, we see that we got a picture of the Ghostface mask. Now, this, of course, is the villain in the Scream franchise, but this isn't particular to one of the Scream movies. This is just kind of an all-around Ghostface character. At the bottom, Ultimate Ghostface action figure, and then just this very simple design. Very simple, but yet very effective. On the side here, we just have a picture of the action figure, and then it says Ghostface. And then, of course, on the back, we have the picture of the figure, a couple other pictures of different masks and accessories. Right here it says Ghostface, the icon of Halloween, returns with his brand new Ultimate Edition action figure featuring over 25 points of articulation and real fabric cloak. And one of the masks glow in the dark. And then at the bottom here includes knives, scythe, voice changer, and 4 interchangeable heads and hands. Other side of the box is just the same picture of Ghostface figure and the name. And then, like with all the Ultimate line, we have a flap that opens. And we see the figure right here with all the accessories, but we'll get to that in a second. And then a picture of Ghostface figure right there posed. So really cool. Why don't we go ahead, open this figure up, and we'll give it a review. All right. I got the figure opened up here, but before we get to the figure, let's talk about these accessories. We got quite a few various different accessories to talk about, so I'll go through them as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Now, by no means am I an expert in the Scream movie franchise. I have seen all the movies. Some of them I've seen multiple times, like the original Scream. Some of them I've only seen once or twice. So don't judge me if I don't know where all of these different doodads come from. I'm assuming they're from all the movies. I don't remember exactly which part of the movie that they were used in, but that's the way it is. All right, first up, we got some alternate hands here. So we have an alternate, I kind of got them backwards, an alternate right hand and an alternate left hand. This hand has just a closed grip. This is the alternate right hand. And it's just a gloved hand. Pretty good detail on it for being just a black gloved hand. Not really much you can screw up on that. You know, there is the detail in the folds of the glove and everything, so that looks good. And then here is the other hand, and this one's closed but yet open, if that makes any sense. Not fully closed. And this is the alternate left hand. Really good job on these hands. I mean, nothing too spectacular. I don't end up changing a lot of the stuff from the way that it's packaged all that often. Sometimes I'll change a hand or two, but for the most part, they just sit in the box after I'm done posing it and how I want to display it. Just put everything back in the box and in a baggie. Moving right along, let's talk about these weapons. Let's talk about the knives first. So here's the first knife, just like a hunting knife, much like used in the first movie. Some good detail on the blade with the blood, and there's like a chunk of blood right there on the tip, which is kind of disgusting, but cool. And the handle is just this black handle. No real detail in that. But I do like the detail of the blade. I think that is really cool. And then, of course, the blood on that. Looks really good. Really do like that. The next knife is also a hunting knife. But this one's a little bit different. It's got the wooden handle And of course the blade is a bit bigger and different here. Get the blade closer. Blood on that. And kind of the opposite of the first one. There's more detail in this handle than there is in the blade itself. Whereas the first one had more detail in the blade and less in the handle. So I like the handle on this one. And finally, there is a kitchen knife. If you've ever seen any of the Michael Myers figures, I'm sure this is very similar to that. Blood on there. And the rivets. The handle. So, nothing bad about this, nothing spectacular. It's just a little knife. And finally, for weapons, we have this scythe. Got the blade of the scythe right here. Very good detail on this blade. Shows it kind of as a rusted metal. Little nicks and gouges out of it. A little bit of a sheen to it, as you can see. And here's the other side, of course. And we have this wooden handle that has some really good detail in the wood. The grain of the wood, and then there's the metal brackets holding the blade to the wood staff. Then down we have a handle and another handle. So this looks really cool. I really like this weapon and the way that it looks. It looks like a scythe, and that's what it is. I don't remember where this was used in what movie. So if you remember, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Say, hey, Brett, you're a moron. It was used in this movie. I just don't particularly remember off the top of my head. It's probably Scream 4, but that's just me guessing. Anyway, I like it nonetheless. And then, of course, Ghostface is not complete without his or her voice changer. This is what the killer uses to disguise their voice when they're calling their victims. Nothing too spectacular about this voice changer. It looks good enough. Good enough detail for being just a very small. I mean, you can see how small that is. We do have 3 alternate heads that we could possibly put on the killer. The first is this bloody Ghostface mask. And of course, all of these have this black hood on it. That's because we do have cloth, when we get to the figure, a cloth hood that's attached to the figure that will go up over that. But we'll discuss that more in a second. I mean, it's the Ghostface mask. Nothing too difficult about the sculpt of this mask and just adding some blood. But that's cool to have. This one looks really cool. This is kind of the weathered, aged Ghostface mask. So that one has a little more detail, a little more fine detail in it. And then, of course, there is the glow-in-the-dark version. And I believe this actually does glow in the dark, you can see. If you look right through there, it glows in the dark. So that's kind of cool to have that on display if you wanted to. A glow-in-the-dark Ghostface mask. Generally don't display my figures in the dark, so no need for that. Let's get to the figure itself. Pull them off the stand here before we discuss the figure itself in detail. Let's go ahead and talk about the articulation. We have head movement from side to side, up and down on this ball joint. Shoulder movement, up and down, back and forth. We have, I think, 2 elbow joints. Trying to feel in there. Yeah, 2 elbow joints to make it so you can move that arm a little bit better, all the way up and all the way down. You can move the hand back and forth. Got this ab crunch right here that will allow you to bend the figure a little bit in more poses right there. And then, of course, at the waist, you can bend fully. Do have turn in the hips on the waist right there. And then the leg goes all the way out, all the way to the side, and can turn. There's also a bend in the knee. And then we have the foot, which, like I said, turns independently of the leg and then with the leg itself. This one was a little tight, the joint, but I got it. And then that foot can tilt kind of up and down and back and forth, however you want it to be. Let's talk about the details. We'll start at the top with the head. Again, classic Ghostface mask. We'll pull the hood back. Like I said, this is a cloth hood. This whole outfit is made of fabric. So that's really nice to have the fabric details in these Ultimate line of figures. I know in the Hellraiser Pinhead figure had a fabric outfit, which really helped out a lot. But this hood pulls down, revealing the head and the mask, which you can, of course, replace with any of the other ones. I would keep this one, personally. This is the original Ghostface mask, and it just looks really cool. Down to the hands, again, we have the detail in these gloved hands. And this hand is a closed grip on the right hand to hold the knife. And then right here, kind of a more open hand to hold that voice changer, I'm assuming. And then we have the dark pants, which go up to the leg here. And just a dark pair of jeans with these brown work boots. Really like the detail in the boots. You got the little eyelets and the laces and everything, and it's all been weathered. I guess they're more shoes than boots. But there they are. And then, of course, the backside of the pants. Just the folds in them and everything just gives it a lot more detail and life. Really like this figure. You know, the original Scream, one of my favorite horror movies. Very fun movie to watch. I can watch it over and over again and not get really bored with it. So to have it as part of the collection and part of this Ultimate line of figures is great. A great addition. I'll probably pose it, like I said, just with the original knife and with the voice changer. So why don't I go ahead and pose it and we'll give our final thoughts. All right, there it is. The Ultimate Ghostface action figure from NECA. Got him posed how I want him to be. With the knife and the voice changer, just looks really good. It's going to look great displayed on the shelf. So, personally, I give this 5 out of 5 Pamela Voorhees heads. If you agree with me, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And if you disagree with me, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I love to hear your thoughts and read your thoughts. And if you like this video, please click the like button below. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed and you feel so inclined, click both that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. We are the Swearwolves Horror Podcast, and we do a weekly show in which we review horror movies. So please check us out by searching for The Swearwolves wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. You can also visit our website at theswearwolves.com. So, for The Swearwolves, I'm Brett. Hi, this is Brett with the Swearwolves. When I'm not editing videos or creating content for YouTube, I just sit here and wait. And wait. If you like the video that you just saw, go ahead and click that button right there. And if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and click that other button right there. I'll wait.